Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing an 8-4 Magic Origins draft. Open Knight of the White Orchid, which may actually be the best pick here. There's also Read the Bones, which I like a lot, and Knightly Valor, which is very good. I'm actually not sure if I like Knightly Valor more than Knight of the White Orchid. They're both pretty solid cards. I might actually like Knightly Valor more than Knight of the White Orchid, although, I mean, getting an extra land when you're on the draw, if you're missing a land drop, it can be good, but you only get a plains. 2-mana 2/2 first strike is also good. It's a bit color intensive. I'm thinking about taking the Knightly Valor, actually. I think the Valor might be stronger than the Knight. Yeah, other than that, a pretty unexciting pack. There's basically Knight of the White Orchid, Knightly Valor, and Read the Bones is all I care about as a first pick. We'll take the Valor. I think this card's actually pretty strong. All right, follow-up pick. So, strongest card in the pack. I like Clash of Wills. Boggart Brute's good. Leaf Gilder's good. Charging Griffin's not the most exciting second pick. I think the choice for me is really between Leaf Gilder, Boggart Brute, Clash of Wills. Those three. Leaf Gilder might be the best. 2-drop, 2-power, ramp element. It's pretty good. I think we'll take Leaf Gilder. Okay. Well, you got a Will Breaker. Actually, Knightly Valor works well with Will Breaker. You cast it on your opponent's creature. You get a 2/2. You steal their creature, and it's got a Knightly Valor on it. That's kind of good, actually. I think I might still want this Undercity Troll, though, because Undercity Troll is a ridiculously powerful Renown card. It's like the green Topin Freeblade. Will Breaker is more of a build-around. And I know people want me to build around it, but I gotta be honest, I really don't think Will Breaker is all that good of a card. It's probably good against green-white, because there's not a ton of removal in these colors. But I just don't like building around one rare in a deck that all it takes is an Unholy Hunger, and then your entire plan is out the window. It sucks now. So I'm going to take this Troll, which I think is just insanely good anyway. Okay, so there's a 4th-bit Claustrophobia. We have a Use Force Mage, which isn't terribly exciting. And we have Fleshbag Marauder. Not really excited by the Force Mage, although it is good with the Undercity Troll. I mean, I feel like the best card's probably just the Claustrophobia. Probably just take it. Okay, Valoran Warden seems great, especially with the Undercity Troll. And Oromancer kind of works well with the Claustrophobia and Knightly Valor if those guys die, but definitely taking the Wardens here. It's just a great card in general. So 6th pick Boggart Brute, or there is Charging Griffin, which I still don't really like, but keeps me in line with the Knightly Valor. I'm trying to think if this late of a Boggart Brute, this late of a Boggart Brute is probably a better side than a Charging Griffin. I don't really like Charging Griffin all that much anyway. There's no blue pick. Boggart Brute's definitely better than Griffin. I'm going to take the Brute. We'll see if red's open. There's Mighty Leap in white, which is good with Renown. There's Stratus Walk in blue, which is good with our Wardens for sure. Probably just want the Evolving Wilds, actually. I think we're just going to take the fixing. Alright, Disperse this late. That's still a good sign for blue. I guess we'll take Disperse. Alright, Messenger. Wait, there's Titan Strength. It's a late Titan strength. All right, let's sort by color. I think we definitely want to be green, but I still don't really like Messenger all that much. It's only okay. I think we'll take the Titan strength here. And basically we're kind of waxing and waning between red and blue as our secondary color. I'm fine taking Chandra's Fury, I think, over the Active Treason. Ring Warden Owl is also okay. I actually don't know if I like Dispersed Claustrophobia or Titan Strength Boggart Brute more. They're still they're close to each other, to be honest. I think I'm going to take I guess Active Treason is pretty good with Wardens. I'm going to take the Chandra's Fury, though, I think. Still can't quite figure out what second color I'm supposed to be. Little bit confused off the bat. I still think our green are the strongest cards since all three of them are, very playable main deck cards. Red, slightly less exciting. And blue is decent. I guess Deep Sea Terror is more playable than Demolish. Jeez. I don't know. It seems like white's not happening, but I really don't know between red or blue yet. Maybe we'll just base it on what rare we open, or because I didn't feel like I got a super clear indication there. It seemed like we were getting past the right green early on, and then green kind of dried up. Just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be right now. Alright, not super impressed by Nissa's Revelation. Card typically wheels. In green, we have Titanic Growth and Sylvan Messenger, which are fine. There's Bounding Krasis, which is quite good. If you're in green-blue, for sure. There's Lightning Javelin in red, which is removal. I almost think I like Bounding Krasis more. But maybe we see if it wheels and we take the Separatist Void Mage. Void Mage is certainly good with Wardens and Undercity Troll as well. Lightning Javelin's pretty good. I almost think I like Void Mage more. I think Void Mage probably has better applications in general. And yeah, I just really don't like Nissa's Revelation very much. I think we take Void Mage, hope to wield the Bounding Krasis. I don't think blue-green is particularly popular anyway. But this pack's not super deep. I think it probably... There's a chance it doesn't wheel. And I really do want it to wheel, but I think Void Mage just does not wheel. I guess we'll take Void Mage. Alright, there's Might of the Masses. Maybe we move more towards red-blue? Because it's like Gearcrafter. But probably don't have to. I mean, Might of the Masses is a great card. I actually like the card quite a bit. It's just not as good as Gearcrafter. But our 3 green cards are good enough where I think I just want to take this Might. And Might's another card that works well with the Into the Battlefield stuff like Separatist Void Mage. Alright, Aeronaut's quite good. I like that card quite a bit. Titanic Growth I also like, but I think Aeronaut's better. I mean, I don't think splashing for Knightly Valor is exactly what I want to do. And I think red is probably not happening. Prefer if I didn't play Deep Sea Terror too. Oh, as soon as I say red's not happening, we get like the trifecta of sick red cards. But what would I cut? Like, what would I take? Probably Acolyte. Well, Acolyte over Avaricious Dragon? I don't even know. That's tough. I was not expecting to get past sick red cards as soon as I think I got to pull the trigger on a deck here is the problem. We're getting to the point where I've only got 9 playables. So I think I'm going to take the Water Courser, which is not as good as Acolyte, but still trades with Acolyte, so that's fine. Avaricious Dragon is pretty good, and Fiery Impulse is good, but I'm going to take the Water Courser. I don't think I'm going to... Unless I want to dump green, but I really don't want to dump green. Like I said, the green cards we have are really good. Water Courser is always good anyway, and I think we're almost for sure in blue. Zendikar Incarnate. Probably just take the Rogue's Passage over a Vastwood Gorger. Although I think Rogue's Passage is better, but I need playables is the problem. I could end up short on playables, which kind of makes me want to take the Gorger, but I think Rogue's Passage can be really good on a stalled board state. Oh, or with like Wardens or, yeah, that's tough. I'll take the Passage and hope we can get enough cards to make a deck here. Okay, so we have 7 creatures currently. I could take Titanic Growth. I can also take Screeching Scab. I don't think Scab's insane, but I kind of need some more creatures. I mean, I need some more spells too. I'll probably take the Growth. I think it's actually just better than Scab. Did table, or not table, but we got a Bounding Crisis at least. So that's great news, since this card is just very strong. It's a decent chance at tables now, that other one, maybe? I don't think Elemental Bond's very good. I don't think this is the deck for Warhorn. I don't think any of these cards really matter. I'll take the Stratus Walk. It's maybe the most likely to be played. Nissa's Revelation. I just really don't like the card. It certainly doesn't even look good in this deck. Probably take Bonded Construct, which I don't really like all that much, but it helps with the Might of the Masses. It gives you some early blocks. Sylvan Messenger just does not pick up barely anything. It's a 4-mana 2/2 trample, which isn't very good. I think we'll take the Construct. Alright. Ascetic, since it maybe breaks our Claustrophobia. Orbs of Warding for sideboard. Alright, well, we're in a bit of trouble here. We got some work to do to make this deck happen. Might end up playing some Stratus Walks. Not that they're terrible, but yeah, 13 cards. So we have to find 10 playables out of this next pack. I think that's possible, but at worst, I can like play Stratus Walks or splash Knightly Valor maybe with the Evolving Wilds, although I would prefer to not do that. Okay, well, wow, just unbelievably fantastic cards for us here. So I can take Sky Snare Spider, which I think is insane, but I think Soulblade Djinn is also insane. And I actually don't know what I like more. They're both really good cards. I think I'm going to take the Djinn. I think Djinn is actually better. I think Sky Snare Spider is an amazing card, but I think my main issue with it has been you end up paying a lot and there's just more removal spells than you'd like that like deal with it. Like look at our deck, which is, look at our deck already, like what we have to deal with Spider. Disperse, Claustrophobia, Bounding Crisis, Separatist Void Mage. We already have like out of 13 cards, 4 of them deal with Sky Snare Spider. And granted, you could argue that they all deal with Soulblade Djinn too, but you're paying less mana, and if you Claustrophobia Soulblade Djinn, it's still doing stuff for you. We don't have a ton of stuff to support Soulblade Djinn right now, but I still think I would prefer to have it. I think focusing on blue is going to be better for us anyway. And think about like pump spells with Soulblade Djinn. I think that's really good too. All right, Somber World Alpha is a pretty awesome card in general, and it seems like the card we're going to want. Maybe Pack 3 can really make this deck come together if we're lucky. I'm going to take the Alpha. I think I like it more than Rock Mauler. And I do like Watercourser and Orchard Spirit. But let's see if we can wheel them. Okay, Aeronaut number 2. We also have Throwing Knife. It's interesting. I do like Throwing Knife. I really do. I'm trying to think if this is the right deck for Throwing Knife. Our removal is a couple combat tricks. Disperse. Well, we actually have some decent removal already. Aeronaut's quite good, especially with Might of the Masses. And it's good with Soulblade Djinn. But Throwing Knife's good with Soulblade Djinn too. I think I'm going to take Aeronaut. I don't know if it's correct necessarily, but I really come to like Aeronaut a lot. Ooh, another Wardens. There's another Leaf Gale there, but I think Wardens is Just insane. All right. Aeronaut number 3. I'm still okay with the card. I've never really had a problem with it. Almost want to see another Might of the Masses now. But that's okay. We'll see. Okay, Chief of the Foundry currently does work well. Yeah, I think Chief of the Foundry is actually very good in this deck. And there's nothing else to pick anyway, so surprisingly good in this deck with triple Aeronaut. Not insane, but a 3-mana, and I guess Construct too. Maybe we'll end up playing Construct, I'm not sure yet, but Chief is an actual legit playable card. All right, none of these cards are exciting for us. Guess I'll take Brawler's Plate, although I prefer to not play it. Okay, so I can take Alchemist Vial, which I think works better with the Wardens, but I wouldn't mind taking Gorger too, because it's actually something for the end game. I wouldn't mind another, at least like one fatty. But Alchemist Vial seems good with double Warden and Undercity Troll. Because you go Undercity Troll into Vial and you smash in. Or Wardens into Alchemist Vial. Yeah, I could see that being not bad. I guess we have enough creatures already anyway. I'll go Vial. I kind of like the idea of it in this deck with the Wardens especially. I don't think I want a second Disperse. One is usually good. I could take the Automaton, although we're kind of good on 4-drops already. But actually, I guess it works well with Chief. And I would probably play it over the Brawler's Plate anyway. Caterpillar's a good sideboard card, but I'm going to take Automaton. All right, Watercourser Tabling is a great sign, since Watercourser is a very playable 3-drop. Ascetic I still think is annoying against us. Not a great card in general, but can be annoying. Smash maybe is good against us. Still prefer to not play Brawler's Plate, but maybe I just play Stratus Walk over it, because it works well with Wardens and Undercity Troll. And I guess it has some Soulblade Gen synergy. Negate we'll take for sideboard. Okay, I think this is ultimately going to be the deck. I don't think it's particularly strong, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's acceptable at least. We have like 5 artifacty dudes that interact positively with Chief of the Foundry, which is nice. Soulblade Jin currently has 6 cards that basically buff our whole squad. I think Brawler's Plate might get the boot, although if there's one thing I like about Brawler's Plate in this deck, it has some decent synergies with our Aspiring Aeronauts, rather. Because you get the little token, so it's like more stuff to equip to. 17 creatures seems like plenty. Our removal is a little bit lackluster, but we have Might of the Masses, Titanic Growth, Disperse, Claustrophobia, Bounding Crisis, Separatist Void Mage. We've got some tempo-y stuff. I think this deck looks like it works. Maybe I do keep the Brawler's Plate. I don't think it's all that great, honestly, but I think it's probably better in this deck than Stratus Walk. Like, Stratus Walk does work well with the Valoran Wardens, but yeah, maybe, maybe just playing a thing and drawing a card, getting with Wardens, drawing a card, having a 3/5 flyer that can only block flyers. I mean, yeah, I guess that's probably better than Brawler's Plate's going to be. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm okay with this deck. Actually, you know what? Stratus Walk's pretty good on Watercourser, too. You have a inflatable flyer. Yeah, okay. I talked myself into it. Is there any way I want to bring in the second one? Probably not, actually. I think this looks like a good place for for this deck. And I think Vile is actually legitimately good in this deck. I kind of like splitting up, having a Stratus Walk and a Vile. So, okay. Yeah, this is the deck. I think it's fine. Certainly not busted by any means, but fine. And we have some card draw, and we have some artifacty stuff, and we have some value lands. And we run more blue than green. 2 double blue and only everything is mono green. So with these two, 15 lands. I think we probably go 8-7. So 8-7 means 9-8. 9 blue, 8 green. Rogue's Passage can maybe push some extra damage through for us if we need to with like I don't know, Wardens or something. It's already gotten in. All right, this deck's acceptable. Nothing busted, but I've played better. I've played worse. I think we're running it like this. No real sideboard cards beyond the Negate. I guess Orbs of Warding. Orbs of Warding and Negate are some fine sideboard cards, I guess. Other than that, yeah, nothing crazy. All right, we'll see you round 1.